Hello, Renee Flamond here. I thought I'd hold Minnie right at the top of the video so you could all see her. This is video 500 in this series. Video 500, you guys. When I started this channel on January 1st of last year, I never thought about video 500, right? It's not what you have in mind, but my goals to educate and empower have been the guiding light this whole time. And I think that's been reflected even on the off-topic Fridays. I try to pick a subject that can add value to the world, to someone's day, to someone's tough time they're going through. And I've cherished this whole process. Some of you are new to this channel. Some of you have been here the whole time. And you guys, we have come so far. Think about that. 18 months ago is when I started this, and I know where some of us were. And now we're helping the people that are going through it now get to their 18 months from now place. What I have learned about the process, the whole thing, as you learn more and more, as I've learned more and more, I delve into my whole life, right? And I'm shocked. As far as we've come, I can now look at my life, and I've tried to dissect it now. I can't believe how many times I've been close to a narcissist, near a narcissist, a loud one in my life, as a friend, got close to a certain person, had them as a partner again and again. I've said that many times. But of course, narcissistic personality disorder happens to people in all pockets of your life. I've only made a few on the parenting, family type thing, but I think you can tell when I'm talking about that aspect of it. I would say you could probably tell Monday's Dear Narcissist video was to definitely include those that have been peripherally in my life, not maybe a partner. I think you can tell. But I don't like to concentrate on that because of, well, a lot of reasons. But also because I find the romantic partner angle the one with which we all really get broken. The family, friends that have been in your life forever, yes, we all need help to get us away from those people as well, and tools and things to deal with those people as well, which we learn when talking about the partner. But I feel like if all of you have had that in your life already, you're used to that. You've had it in your life for decades maybe, right? When a partner comes along, the first time you encounter a narcissistic partner and that devalue comes, you are walloped. And we've all been there, and you don't know what hit you, and that's what fascinated me about this topic, and it's gotten me talking for 500 videos. Save for a few off topics this year on Fridays that aren't over the line. Many of them cross over. It touches so much in life. I'm fascinated. And when I say I can't believe how many times I've fallen for a narcissist again and again, I mean all kinds. Friends, partners, and I did the homework. I made the flow chart on the dry erase board like I've told you I've done. And I learned that more than just that I've dated, more than not with people that I've dated, is what I'm trying to say. They didn't even meet my initial requirements anyway. Like, you set parameters, right? So you set a bar before you even speak or meet somebody. And I folded every time. And I fell every time with all the red flags and bad things that we've learned about. I went right through all of them time and time again. And I never once said to myself, and this is why this channel exists, because I'm trying to make people say it now. But I never once said to myself, I'm looking at this flow chart, and I'm marveling that I never once said, No, Renee, wait, hold on, slow down. This can't be right. There were so many things that were just blatantly not right. I'm astonished at how much, I don't even want to say that I didn't know. I knew it was not right. And what? I thought it was Cinderella? See, that's the hole we talk about. I think I've learned with this overall process that the hole in me, the spot in me that was vulnerable, was I wanted that Cinderella thing. So I was going to see it whether it was there or not. And if it came in the way of a dysfunction that's topped off by love bombing, oh wow, I found him. Never occurred to me before learning about this disorder that there are people that are set out to do that. And what I'd like you to take away from this channel and from this video, obviously, is let's get down to that. We keep choosing the same people over and over again. And once I started learning about this disorder, which led to me starting this channel, and I started to look at the grand scope of my life and figure out who else may have had the disorder, it turns out I attract them. And we've talked about that, but I see it all so clearly now. And you could, you could probably tell from my last Dear Narcissist letter that there's a sadness there. For me, you wonder why the people are like that. Why they pick you to pick on. Unfortunately, good old hate and jealousy exist together usually, and it could be that simple. But whatever their reasons, I didn't sign up for this kind of strife, I learned. And it makes me sad that they'll never see, and they'll go through life never knowing the pattern of how they execute trouble. But I see things now. And I want you to take away from this channel, this video, every video, I want you to see. I want you to see what's in front of you. Not see, like I would see, and he's so romantic. This is what he said. I would go home from date one. Never occurred to me that it was, but we know now. I know I'm going all over the place. But I did become astonished at the discovery that many people through life that you encounter exhibit traits of narcissistic personality disorder. Now, I'm not here to say and go back into my life and say this person had it, this person had it, oh, that's what's wrong with them, this person had it. No, I'm not a doctor. That's not from where I'm coming. Okay? Where I'm coming from, I guess what I'm trying to maintain is that regardless of whether or not they have the diagnosis, if they are showing me even one of the traits associated with the disorder, I'm out. I don't care if they have it or not. And I look back in my life, did the thing that I do, any problems I've ever had with someone, any kind of static I remember, I wrote it all out. And I realized that those traits are generally present. And then I started to catch on, why am I encountering this so much? It's because they see you coming if you're an empath. They see you coming if you're a codependent. Those two things, which are my dysfunctions, two of my dysfunctions. I have dysfunctions. I have lists, pages of them. But those two in particular that were given to me by more than one therapist and that I've learned enough about to know about myself and that I've tried to work on. They don't rule my life anymore, but it's hard for me. But a narcissist sees that. You're going to take them right in. You're going to give a million chances. You're going to hope eternally for their goodness. You'll be tending to their every whim. You'll be... So I've collected them. That's what this channel, the last 18 months, I've begun to realize. I didn't just date them, I've collected them. And I think that, can you hear her snoring? I think that whether it be friend, family member, business partner, romantic partner, you do attract a certain type of person. And so what I've started to do, and we talk about it a lot, is try to be able to spot them, right? If you can spot them right away, and we talked about that, then that can help. I've cleaned house with anyone in my life who has shown me the traits of this disorder. And it's very hard. The peripherals are hard. I call them the peripherals for obvious reasons. Anyone that's not a romantic partner. But the peripherals are around, aren't they? They're in your life. Things maybe got icy and you don't talk to this one anymore, or those two don't talk anymore, or those are, and you might break it down. It might be this kind of situation. There might be a family or friend that you clearly now know as an educated member of the Renee Flamont channel. Listen to me. You can look and say, God, they don't even realize that they have this disorder. Their behavior lines up. They'll never see it. So there's an ice, right? The peripherals are hard because I had hope. I keep hope for everybody. But it took me a long time to realize I can't fix anybody. No one can fix anybody. You have to want to fix yourself. But we can't allow it to make us break our boundary that we set up to protect from those very people. You may even miss them. So like you're tempted to break a boundary. All right, we'll just have lunch. You're tempted to break a boundary. Nearly every time I do that, I walk away disappointed and wish that I didn't break a boundary. Do you know that? Mm-hmm. There have been several people with whom the second I gave another chance, I was shown that I should not have. I was proven that that was an incorrect decision. I was made to regret having given another chance. Almost every single time, if not every single time. And then you might miss them and you had fun with that person and you might even love them. But if you're the person that they just chose to inflict this on, it's tough to snap out of it because they don't know what's going on. What's wrong with Renee? Renee put up a boundary? Oh my God. They're shocked. What do you mean? Renee said no more? Oh my God. That's what you have to do. And you have to retrain these people that you will no longer put up with it. And it is retraining your people. Because my behavior has taught people what they can get away with me. That's on me. My behavior of accepting it. Even if I would fight it out with people, I accepted it. I stayed in their life. I continued to try to be and have a benevolent situation and boom, something else would happen. I mean, that's me. I did that. So I no longer will behave with my actions like someone who accepts that. That action would be I stay away. I don't want that in my life anymore. And I don't want you to want it either. But the peripherals are hard. I made a decision that was a pretty broad umbrella. It's a broad intolerance for any person exhibiting that ill behavior. I don't want to surround myself, put myself in the company of people who walk this way through life. And I don't think that you should either. Any pocket of your life. I don't understand when people just mistreat somebody. And again, if it's somebody with this disorder, they've zeroed in on you, they're used to treating you, they're going to always come after you. They might be nice to this person, and this person, but you've allowed it. I've allowed it. I allowed it. And now I'm not. So there's going to be a big adjustment period for me right now with several peripherals because I've stopped cold with all the education that I've received with this channel. Making it, researching things, watching things, talking to you. We've learned all about things now. And it's allowed me to pull myself back from other dysfunctionals. I did from romantic way. Now I had to clean house this way. And I feel that when you realize how many times you might have been near a narcissist, and you start to look at your house and say, I'd like to get my house in order. She's right. This person's not good for me. That friend take advantage of me. This coworker, they're a little suspect. Like, you have to clean house and bring yourself forward into a place where you just don't accept that behavior for yourself. Video 500, man, no way. We've learned too much. No way. No way, no way, no way. This disorder is a cruelty. It is a cruelty to them that they have it, because we know by now something happened to them in childhood. It was either idealized or they were traumatized. But things led them to this that they can't fix. We've made a million videos on both those things. Please look them up. But that's a cruelty that it happened to them that they have it. Yes. But the cruelty they pass around is just not anymore what I will accept. I don't care how sad their situation is. Because I don't know about you, but I would do that. Oh, but I feel bad. I can't abandon them. They're always abandoned. I don't care anymore. You are not responsible for what happens to you as a child, but you darn well are responsible for how you behave as an adult. Period. And I find certain behaviors unacceptable. Being able to move forward and make these decisions has brought a quiet to my life. I'd love to see all of you have. I know some of you have the peripherals because we've discussed it. Some of you have it, whether it be family or friends, or, some of you have some bad situations and it can get ugly. So make yourself not be around it as much as you can. Sometimes you can't go no contact with, but you can gray rock, you can limit, you can certainly choose not to argue back. That was a big step for me. I'm a big arguer. And there's no yelling noise in my life, and I don't want any. But there is yelling noise when I'm near these people. Always. I don't want it anymore. With everything we've learned in 500 videos in this series, we really need to put into practice only surrounding ourselves with people worthy of our magnificence, but then also, of course, behaving worthy and magnificently. I look at how crazy I would get arguing, and I don't like that side of myself. I don't want to behave that way. I don't want to do that anymore. And I don't think anything should be that hard. It just shouldn't. And if compromises do come up and things come up, glitches, whatever, you can speak to each other. There's a different way. I'm discovering a different way, and I'm not sure that others are coming along this journey with me, right? I don't know that they're ever going to be that evolved. Someone with traits of narcissistic personality disorder should be stopped right away. We should know how to keep ourselves away from these types of people by now. I worry about it too, though. Trying to assure myself I'll see it, I'll know it. Telling myself, you've been tested when you've dated. You've passed, you've seen it, you've stopped it. Okay. But it was a lot of years and a lot of people that I have been surrounded by who definitely showed traits of narcissistic personality disorder. I review, I go back, I think. They all fit the same patterns, cycles, behavior. It's fascinating, really, how rampant it is. At least the qualities. Again, I don't know who has the disorder or not. I would bow in deference to the proper professionals for the proper diagnosis of that. But I can certainly see whether or not you list every single quality that I have thousands of hours of viewership on. I mean, you just watch. You learn people first before you jump in. That would be the biggest thing. That's the error I made repeatedly. Learn people first before you move fast. And set up those parameters of what you want, have to have, won't do without, won't tolerate. That's first. And don't budge on them. Because then, if the parameters, say the parameters here, and the love bombing introduction is here, right? You can even not let them get past. My narcissist didn't even pass my basic requirements that I wanted in a person. But the whole of self-love, I know I'm hitting like every single topic that we talk about. The whole of self-love that I had, which is essentially what I'm trying to do in Rewinding on video 500, the whole of self-love I had allowed that to seep in. So I was ripe for this love bombing. So here's my parameters, and he starts with the love bombing. And every single parameter he didn't meet. He was a nomad. He didn't have this, that, you know, he was. And I let this happen right over this. I steamrolled over my own parameters. I'm fascinated by that. If I held these tight, if you don't budge, they can't get here. And guess what this person is? This person that holds is the friend of yours that you can think of who's really strong, who would never allow this to happen to her or him, who has never allowed this to happen. I know women who would, in the face of what my narcissist love bombed me with, would have gone, oh my God, he's out of his mind. He's telling me all that in date one. Oh, please, you had to hear him. He says that to everybody. Some people just know. And they have parameters. And they don't even let the guy get here. And if they're stuck out for an hour-long date with them and they have to hear it, they leave and they don't talk because they know what they want, what they won't have, what they won't tolerate. That's where we all need to be. That's where we're getting. And I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. You have to accurately assess what kind of person they are. And if you're in doubt, move slowly. Blink, blink, blink. Target needs more research. Blink, blink, red flare. See it and just stop. I know you might have a hole like I did. You're dying to hear it. You feel lonely. The last guy or girl broke your heart. You've just been looking for this for a while. Blah, blah, blah. I get all of those things. It doesn't matter. If you let them take you to the secondary location in the cycle of the disorder, it's going to be harder for you to get out. You want to stop it and resist what sounds good and might feel good to have this attention bestowed upon you. You want to ride the train for a while. You have to assess accurately what's going on. You have to. And we can, if we're careful, we can make sure we don't put ourselves in the company of these kinds of people. I thank you for sticking with me through this video series. Of course, we're not done. It won't be until everyone knows about this disorder. Stay safe, warriors. We've all come such a long way. I really am proud of us. And I'm beyond appreciative with the audience we've built and how we're all there for each other. And I see, veteran warriors giving advice to newer people coming in, and the interactions with the videos are probably my favorite part. I try to read and reply to every comment every couple of days, every day. So I thank you, and we're going to continue. Video 501. We'll just continue. Actually, 501 will be an off topic, won't it? Right, that's Friday. But I thank you for sticking with me. This disorder still needs to be spread around, this information. We need to educate and empower other people. Minnie, come say hi or say bye for the video. Min, 500 videos. Can you see her? Her little tongue is out. She does that lately. No. Thank you, you guys. And I'll see you next time.